Where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
I'm from a place called the UK.
Okay.
Do you know it?
Of course.
Yeah, so it's called the Lake District.
Okay.
don't-
What are you doing here?
What, in Milan?
Yeah.
I'm looking for an Italian girlfriend. I don't know if you might be the one.
Bro, I made the decision 3 years ago to go all in with women, specifically mastering the art of cold approach.
What do you think I'm called, by the way? If you get it right, I'll give you a bag of cocaine.
I'm like in the shoe. I've even got like some kind of egg stain.
That was like jizz. It's like someone's just jizzed all over your pants. It's probably the last victim you smothered.
It could have been.
What time's your appointment at?
4:30.
What time's it now?
4:31.
Oh Jesus, you're well
I
late.
know.
You shouldn't be talking to
I'm in
me.
trouble.
You should not be speaking. You should have just gallivanted off on your bike.
Yeah, look, give me your number.
You give me your number.
Okay.
Well, thank you for checking me out on the street. This wouldn't have happened otherwise. Do you know your phone number?
Yes, I do. I'm sure that you are getting checked all the time.
Well, but it's whether or not you act on it, though, right? Yeah, I have to be selective. I can't. If I was going over to every woman who looked at me, I'd be very tired by now. So I have to be selective about who I'm going over to.
Now, when I first started, I wasn't the man that I wanted to be, and I didn't have the dating life that I'd always dreamt of. So I went hard. I dedicated the next 3 years to getting the women's side of life handled, and I want to use this video to explain why going all in with cold approach for a specific time period will change your life forever. 1. Abundance. Before I got started with cold approach, I would settle for the girls I could get rather than going after the ones that I actually wanted. And this lack of abundance made me super needy in relationships. Like, I'd cling on to the girl that I was with because I didn't know how long it would be until I found someone else. But now I've got this skill set down, I'm no longer needy in relationships. Yeah, if I'm dating a girl and the relationship isn't working, then I now have the abundance to walk away. And what I've come to learn is abundance isn't always having, it's knowing you can have. Once you've got this skill set down, you can enter all relationships with a I want you but I don't need you energy, because you know if this relationship doesn't work, there'll be plenty more. In the same way that once you know how to make money, you're not stressed about money again. Once you know how to get women, you're not stressed about women again. Like, bro, when you've got more options than you know what to do with, and you're operating from a place of wholeness rather than from a place of lack, women can smell the abundance on you. They know a guy who can get women and a guy who can't. And when you radiate this sense of abundance, it makes you more desirable because women want what other women want.
4 weeks ago, I was struggling to get a date, like one date back home. Throughout the course of these 4 weeks, not only have I been on like too many to count, by now I've got 3 lined up tonight. It's so surreal to me to be able to like stand in front of you and tell you that like, not only do I have multiple dates lined up in one day, not only have I gone on instant dates, like met the girl and on the spot taken her on a date. This is all I've wanted is to be able to have options, to be able to exercise options. And I've never been in this place in my life as far as women.
2. Resilience. Like, straight up, cold approach is hard. You're going to get rejected a lot, and this is why most guys won't even do one approach, because their egos can't handle the possibility of rejection.
Sad face. I'm just going to tell you look good. Fuck it.
Alright.
Whoa, hang on. Oh, I haven't got to go yet. I find you both attractive. However, well, where are you going? Where are you going?
I think we're done with this conversation.
I would like to take you out another time, Sky, for a drink. From Russia.
Yeah.
I can speak a little bit of Russian.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
happy for you.
You're very happy for me. Hang on. Before I haven't got to the good bit yet. I was going to tell you. Do you think I'd look nice in those, though?
I don't know, I would suggest swapping, but I'm in a rush, so I've got to head.
Oh, you're in a rush. Oh, well, didn't even get a chance to say before you go. Sad times, man.
But by throwing myself through the social fire for the past 3 years, I've developed an emotional resilience that makes me feel unstoppable, and which I've transferred to other aspects of my life. The other week, actually, I was waiting to catch a flight to Milan, and we got notified that our flight was going to be delayed by 6 hours, and everybody else who was catching the same flight as me, bro, they just lost their minds. They were complaining, they were getting angry. One guy turned to another guy and he was like, why did it have to be my flight? And I'm like, Bro, I got the news, right? The exact same news as everybody else on that flight. And I was like, okay, it is what it is. My emotional resilience is now at a point because I've put myself through the social fight, like going hard with cold approach, getting rejected, getting blowouts, getting flaky girls. Fuck that. My mindset now is no matter what, I can handle it. And for me, this is the true essence of confidence. Now, if you're new to cold approach, I need you to remind yourself that everybody gets rejected. Rejection is a rite of passage. And if you're not being rejected, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. 3. Enlightenment. Before I got started with cold approach, I was very naive to the world. I used to believe in the one and the happily ever after, and I used to think that women were these dainty, innocent creatures. But by going all in with cold approach for the past 3 years and having a variety of experiences with a variety of women, I can now see the world as it is rather than how I wanted it to be. The world is motivated by self-interest and everyone just wants the best deal for themselves. I remember listening to an old Tom Torero podcast where he said that game is amoral, right? And I completely agree. Like, all is fair in love and war, right? Let's say you have an amazing conversation with a girl, then she flakes on you. Let's say you're speaking with a girl, she ghosts on you. Let's say you're with a girl and she leaves you for someone else. Like, yeah, these things suck, but it is what it is. Like, it's called game for a reason. Right? Like, sometimes you'll win, sometimes you'll lose. Everyone is playing simply to get the best deal for themselves. I think when you can view it this way, as a literal game, you can play more rationally, right? You're not getting swept away in this ceaseless tide of emotion, playing the victim, feeling as though everyone's out to get you. No, it just is. Yeah, it just is. Like, everyone is just going to get the best deal for themselves. And realistically, like, can we ever blame anybody for simply acting in their own interests? Now, bro, if you're in the position that I was in 3 years ago, where you're just starting out, you've got no idea what you're doing, you're shit scared to get started, then here's what I want you to do if you're serious about mastering the art of cold approach. 90-day obsessive. Right, you don't need to dedicate the next 3 years of your life to mastering cold approach. It's not necessary, and you can do it a lot quicker if you implement what I'm about to tell you. If you're serious about mastering the art of cold approach, then immerse yourself in a 90-day obsession period where you give yourself full permission for 90 days to go all in. Like, bro, get obsessive, all right? Aim to do 30 approaches every single week. Record the audio of your conversation so you can listen back and find out where you're going wrong, what you need to improve. And when you're not approaching, watch as many videos, listen to as many podcasts, read the blogs, like, connect with other like-minded guys for a full 90 days. Give yourself permission to live and breathe the world of cold approach. Like, for these 90 days, nothing else matters. The problem that I see with guys who want to get really good really fast is they half-arse it. Yeah, they'll go out one Saturday afternoon, maybe they'll do a couple of approaches, but then they won't go out for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and their lack of consistency results in a lack of proficiency. Now, bro, to help you during your 90-day obsessive, I want you to download my free online course, Conversation Killer. I want you to watch the course, and then I want you to go out and put this stuff into practice. And then if after 1 month you're still struggling and you're not seeing the progress, then do what countless other guys from all across the world have done and apply to work with me one-on-one.
The whole experience was just mind-blowing. It was sensational. It was just incredible. Kristian is a phenomenal coach. And the best compliment I can pay him is he is legit. He is the real deal.